What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Well, it's early October, which means the Alpine Lodge set is now available for non-LEGO Insider collectors. I ordered mine early, haven't gotten it yet, and I'm really excited. The set looks nothing short of fantastic. And it really got me thinking, should I be investing in these holiday sets? Yes or no? Now, I'm talking specifically about the icon creator style, big city style sets, not the wreath, not the Santa Claus, not the brickheads, but the city style icon sets. You know the ones I'm talking about. So today I want to talk to you just about that. My reasons as to whether these are going to be good investments or bad investments for you in the future. Let's jump right in. Hey, let me pull back the reins a little bit and slow down when I said jump right in, because I think there are a few factors we should be talking about before making a decision of whether holiday sets are going to be good investments or bad investments. And I also want to give a little bit about the set's history that LEGO has produced and talk about some of the winners and talk about some of the losers. So very quickly, here are my 5 factors when I think about investing for the holiday sets. The value they have, how available are they, who's my market, how much time am I willing to spend, and how much money am I willing to spend. I want to dig into each of those categories and give you a little bit of my insight as to why they're important. And I'm sure you have your reasons, and I'm sure others have their reasons. And I'm open to hear it. Those are just 5 that I think of. So let's get into those. All right, first on the list is value. And when I think about value, I think about how much money am I going to spend and what am I going to get for it. And I have to admit, these holiday icon sets tend to be a really, really good value. Traditionally at a stable $99.99, I haven't seen them go up. I've only seen one set, I think, I'll have to look for it and show you, be less than $99.99. So at $100, in this case for the Alpine Lodge, you're getting 1,500 pieces. A wonderful price to piece ratio that you really only see with the big box creator sets or the holiday sets, which is a really, really cool feature that LEGO sticks to that. Now in this case, I don't know conversions anymore. You get 650 insider points, 5 really cool minifigures. I'm not going to do a review of this set right now. I will do one later. However, I just want to use this as an example about the value that I think about. I also think about value. Can I get it anywhere cheaper, less expensive? Usually with these sets, the answer is going to be no. If you can get it at Target and use your, your red card, if you have that, maybe it's 5% off. These sets normally don't go on sale. So you have to think, am I getting a good value at $100? That's how I think about it. I think in this case, the answer is yes, you are getting a good value. So let's give that 1 point to why this might be a good investment. Next up on my list is availability. Where can I find this? Traditionally with these sets, you're only going to see them at the LEGO store and maybe every so often at certain retailers. I haven't seen them at Costco. I do see them on Amazon. So you really got to think about availability. They're tough to find unless you're going to order online or go to a LEGO store. So as you can see here, like last year's was a Holiday Main Street. I did enjoy that set. I really, really liked, I think one of the wins, and people could disagree, is Santa's Visit, which is getting set to retire. I really like this set. I like the size of it. I like the scale. You're getting 1,500 pieces, 4 minifigs in a family. I really like that one. I'd add that to my list of wins. I think the Holiday Main Street was so-so, could have done better. I was able to get both of them fairly easy via LEGO. I never saw it sold out, so that's one thing you got to know is I haven't seen these. I've been personally collecting these, I think, for the past maybe 10 years. We set up a little winter village through the holiday season. I'd love to share that with you guys when that time comes. But Santa's Visit makes one of my top lists, that's for sure. I really like that set. I was happy to see it come out. Rather than have the cityscape, you finally have, like, we'll say a household, if you will. So I kind of like that one. But think about availability. That's an important factor. Not easy to find unless you're willing to go to LEGO. You can get them on Amazon. So that's kind of a tie for me. I don't see that as a win or a loss. I'm indifferent to that. Probably more on the win side, though. Who's your target market? A huge factor anytime you're reselling a physical product. LEGO is no exception. These sets specifically are no exception. It is so much easier to find somebody to buy a Star Wars set, a Harry Potter set, a Minecraft set in those series than it is a holiday icon set. This is a very targeted, very specific audience that you're going to be shooting for. So you got to take that into consideration. So immediately I'm putting this one in the no column. You could argue, oh, I can get a greater price for it. Maybe you can. So I might have to be flexible with some of my pricing here. So really, really think about who your target market is and if this is going to be worth your time to hold on to for that, because duration comes into mind. That's next. Now, I have the Elf Clubhouse here, the Gingerbread House, and the Winter Village Fire Station. I got to say, my easy favorite of the three is the Winter Village Fire Station. Really enjoy that set. I'll just click into it real quick. I think that's a win. I'm on Brick Economy. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this site. This is just you probably are, but a price, what's it selling for on other sites right now, if it's retired, what's its current value. And I'll share a little bit of that with you as we get to the past or some of these older sets. But I really love the snow effects they put. I know if I click, it's probably going to bring me to Lego site or some other third party. No, it doesn't. You got the nice little ice or the pond here. You get the Dalmatian, which I think is cool. A little fire truck with the gold helmets. A little police officer or a musician here. I just really enjoyed this set. I think it was a nice addition to the whole Icon series for the winter holiday. Definitely one that we have and we set up every year. So to me, that one was a win. I think the Elf Clubhouse was a loss for me. Not a huge fan of it personally. That's my take. I know you see the growth is higher than the Firehouse. Just my opinion. The market might tell you different. Just my opinion. But even the Elf Clubhouse is retired. Now it's retired a year now, and it's increased 10%. So if you paid 100 because they're not normally on sale, these sets, you might only be able to sell for 110 right now. Obviously a little bit more based on your commissions and wherever you are. And I did just confirm in 2015 there was a set that was $79.99. So we'll quickly scroll down to the Winter Village Station. Post office kind of sort of, which connects to the holiday train, which I think the holiday train is a huge win. You can see these sets annual growth as well. So when you think about factors, think about who your target market is and who your audience is. It's small for these sets. For this series, it is small, making it a little bit more difficult to sell. So this one goes in my no column. Time is of the essence. How long are you willing to hold on to these sets? Normally, they're available for 2 full years and come to retire. So if I scroll back up here, Santa's Visit will be the third set in this series, right? The Alpine Lodge, the first, Holiday Main Street last year, Santa's Visit 2021. This is set to retire this year. So you have to be willing to hold on to these at least 2 full years if you're to buy them upon open. Now, Santa's Visit is probably a little bit hard to find. I haven't searched, and I'm not going to search right now. But normally when it comes out, you're excited, you're probably going to get it then. Otherwise, Lego might be out of it. It's not the season, right? So you're not going to buy it or look for it until it becomes Q4 holiday season. Oh no, let me find this set. At which point it might be tough to find. So you got to be willing to hold on to these. So just to give you that comparison, we already talked the Elf Clubhouse is retired a year plus now, $100, $110, Gingerbread House, $120. So you could see the trend here. One of my favorites of Fire Station, not moving up the way that I hope. I haven't invested in these again, so that's kind of my factor. The Winter Village Station has done wonderfully, but we're talking 2017. So if you paid $80, you can now sell it upwards of 200. It has had tremendous growth, but you've held on to it. Consider 2019 its retirement date for 4 full years. Are you willing to do that? I know I am not willing to hold on to a set that long unless it truly is the set that I can retire on. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But that I'd be willing to hold on to. Something so unique that I'll wait that long. This is not that to me, though, because it is a smaller target market. And the holiday sets just aren't that to me that I'm willing to hold on for 4 years. So this one's a no for me. I'm not willing to hold on to these for as long as it's going to take. The holiday train, 200. The winter toy shop, 195. So the value is approximately $200 after multiple years of being retired. So it looks like there's a cap to these of where you can actually sell them for and profit. And again, Brick Economy is just using data from other sites where eBay, Amazon, other third-party sites where they've seen these sold and just doing a formula. I don't know what it is, but I trust it. I've used it before. So, and I'm not an affiliate or anything like that. I just like the site. I'm not willing to hold on to these for this long. That's a no for me. The almighty dollar tends to drive a lot of our decisions, and it does for me in this case. you have to be willing to spend $100 per set. Are you? Generally speaking, I'm not. So this one falls in the no category for me as well. And I continue to look at these, and you can see $99.99, $200 from a set in 2016. So this has been off the shelves for 5 years, and it's a train set. And mind you, it's only got 735 pieces, right? But nonetheless, it's been retired and off the market for 5 years, and it's still only valued at brick economy at $200. The toy shop, 6 years, and the list goes on and on now. Santa's Workshop, $70, right? But $200. The Winter Village Market, $200. Now, I do love the Winter Village Market. That is one of my all-time favorite sets, primarily because you get this nice merry-go-round that is working through the cup toss here. Can I zoom in on that one here? No, you can kind of see it there. Love this set. You get a ton of pieces with it, 1,261. One of my favorite sets of all time, I have to admit. So this is a huge win for me personally, but as an investment, $200, and it's been off the shelves 8 years. I'm not willing to spend $100 to let something sit for 8 years only to maybe profit $60, $70. That is just not worth my time. I don't think it's worth yours. Again, my opinion, it's not advice, it's my opinion. So that's another one in the no column for me, unfortunately. But the Winter Village Market, man, if you could find this used with all the pieces, it's awesome. Highly, highly recommend you get your hands on this one. No questions asked. That's one of my favorite sets. And then just going back, the Winter Village Cottage, the post office, and the bakery was a good one as well. I want to tally up how I voted on my 5 factors, and I want your opinion in the comments. My take, I'd love to hear yours. So let's get into my final results. All right, let's tally up those 5 factors. Let's rewind and remember what they were. The first one is value. Are you getting a lot of bricks and a good set for your dollar? Always a question. Second is availability. Where can you find it? Is it easy to get? Is it hard to get? Third is your target market. Who's going to buy it from you once you've held it for a certain amount of time? Is it a big market, easy to sell? A small market, tougher to sell? Maybe a little bit more price demand, but tougher to sell. You got to weigh that decision as you go through it. Fourth is time. How long are you willing to hold on to this? I've already shown you that over time, these sets don't increase as we would expect. They kind of cap out near 200. Now, again, Amazon, eBay's, they may have them for more money. I'm just using a site that I use. It gives me a really healthy reference point. Feel free to do your own research and make your own decisions. I'm just not willing to hold on to something that long personally. Fifth is the money. Are you willing to spend a consistent $100? Because these rarely go on sale. You might find them on the Lego site on sale for $79.99 periodically after the season or in the summer when it's, hey, we have excess stock. Let's get rid of them. Maybe you'll find it on sale. So money is an important factor as well. Let's get a count. Value checked off the yes box. So that's 1 for yes. Availability checked off the yes box. That's 2 for yes. So 2 for yes right now, 0 for no. Target market, my first no. I just don't think there's a big enough market for this. It's a really, really specific market, and it's really going to take a little bit of time, again, in my opinion, to find the right buyers that are actually looking for these sets once they retire, when they know they can just go to Lego and get them for the next 2 years. If someone wants to recollect over time, cool. How many people actually do that for the holiday icon sets? That's the question you got to answer for yourself. For me, not worth it. Not a big enough market. I'm also not willing to hold on to these for too long. 2+ years, 3-4+ years just to start to recoup and make a profit is way too long of a time for me personally to hold on to a set. Unless it is that magical set and I have a handful of them and I know they're going to do fantastic. I'm just unwilling to hold on to sets for that long of a time period. So that's a no for me. So we're at 2-2. Lastly, sad to say a no for me also is the money. I'm not willing to consistently spend $100 per set only to recoup after 3, 4, 5 years a certain level of profit. I'm personally not willing to do that. I'd rather play in the $40 to $50 set range where I can churn them over time, benefit, recoup the money, recycle that into something else versus sitting on this. So the willingness to spend $100 to hold on to it for a long time is just not worth it to me. So the money factor is a no. Unfortunately, it's 3 no's, 2 yeses. All right, you got my take. I hope you like it. I'm not going to be investing in Lego Icons holiday sets. I'm just not. It just doesn't make sense based on my personal factors. What factor did I miss? What would you add to it? Where do you agree? Where do you disagree? I'd love to learn from you, and I hope you're learning from me. I'd love to share this. I will share with you, though, when I put out our holiday set, I'll definitely do a quick review of the sets that we have. You will not see me put them together because I will be throwing things and yelling, trying to hunt down pieces, although I think I'm pretty organized. I appreciate you guys taking the time. If you decide to invest in holiday sets, let me know in the comments. Let me know which ones you're looking at, specifically the icon sets. They're just not for me to invest in, but I love to collect them personally, and I cannot wait for my Alpine Lodge. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.